Kyle Dubas, man. What's going on? Somebody take this guy's phone away. The guy can't stop making trades. The Toronto Maple Leafs have sent Rasmus Sandin to the Washington Capitals for Erik Gustafsson and the Boston first-round pick that they got in the Orlov trade. And you know what? This is honestly a deal that I can see working out pretty well for both sides. Now, part of the reason why I feel this way is because after this trade was made, you had a lot of Leafs fans, at one hand, saying, wait a minute, why did we trade away Sandin for that? And you had a lot of Capitals fans saying, why did we trade away Gustafsson in the first for that? Which means it's a pretty good trade because both teams' fan bases are pretty pissed off. But all in all, this is a move that I think really opens up the door for some good opportunities both ways. Rasmus Sandin, as we know, young guy, 22 years old, has a contract extension process that sees him making 1.4 AAV till the end of next season. He'll be an RFA. And there was some sort of a debate as to whether or not Rasmus Sandin would really be all too much of a quote-unquote useful player since the acquisition of Jake McCabe. There are a lot of players on this Toronto blue line that are talented and that are acquired recently too, that all of a sudden a guy like Sandin, who is 22, he's got 20 points, 52 games played this season, his spot in the lineup isn't the most guaranteed when it comes to playing time and overall deployment. Rasmus Sandin's time in Toronto was not really going to be seen with guaranteed top 4 minutes and all this good stuff that young defensemen need to develop. Meanwhile, you have Erik Gustafsson coming over here, 30 years old, 6 feet, 196, a left-handed defenseman, signed till the end of this season, making $800K, so he is cheaper than Sandin. And Gustafsson has 38 points in 61 games played this season. He is a power play specialist. He is a very talented player when it comes to setting guys up on the power play. And this is sort of something the Toronto Maple Leafs could use. A guy that gets sheltered minutes, who isn't really the best defenseman out there, but who can just rip a puck on goal and get some assists in the process. We all kind of remember that Gustafsson had a 60-point year in 79 games played in 2018-19 with the Blackhawks, but that consistent level of power play success didn't really carry over in a tremendous capacity to other teams. Ever since his return to Chicago, going back to Chicago actually in 2 separate stints, and then going over to Washington, Gustafsson really sort of found his game a little bit more this season with the Caps, and the Maple Leafs are looking for that sort of an asset on their blue line. So not only did they go out there and get themselves somewhat of an upgrade when you think about Rasmus Sandin and his deployment, you have yourselves a very specialized type of player now in Gustafsson, but you also have that first-round pick from Boston. That admittedly is probably going to be a really late pick, if not 32nd overall, but it's going to be a pretty good one to have when you're a Toronto team that doesn't have too many picks in the top rounds anyway. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about this trade. Rasmus Sandin has gotten traded to the Washington Capitals in exchange for Erik Gustafsson and a first. I hope you enjoyed this Juraj 9, and bye.